Natalie from One Stitch After Another, and welcome to my new subscribers. I'm absolutely thrilled that so many of you have, that's not very good, is it? So many of you have chosen to support my little channel. What am I wearing today? I am wearing the V-neck boxy by Jochi Locatelli in a very fine cotton. This cotton I think is discontinued now. It was from Katia and it was called Jaipur, and it's not 4-ply and it's not lace weight. I think it's somewhere in between. Would you perhaps call it a light fingering? It's not perfectly knit. I think this is one of the first, if not the first, seamless construction that I've done. Apart from the sleeves, you picked up the sleeves and I haven't done that particularly well. But I like it. It's a slouching around the house kind of sweater. Anyway, I have come on today. I've got one finished object to show you. This isn't a podcast. I'm calling this a One Stitch Extra because I'd like some help still. I'm undecided still on what to knit with my Wonderland Walk yarn, dyed by the lovely Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful. I have got 3 skeins and I really want to cast on. It's Thursday as I'm filming this, and this might go up today, but it will probably more likely go up tomorrow, I think. Let me show you the finished object first. I don't think I've shown this already. I'm showing you this today because it's being picked up tomorrow by the person that I've knit it for. So it's the Macaron pattern, which is a free pattern here on Ravelry. I don't know why I said here on Ravelry, because I'm not on Ravelry, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, and I've done it, it's for a little boy. I've done it in the cotton that it calls for. It's very soft actually, and it's size 12 to 18 months. And it did settle down a bit with blocking. I've done a 3 needle bind off at the shoulders there. And then the person that it's for her grandson. I gave them a choice of buttons. I sent them a photograph and that's the button that they chose, which is quite sweet. And it's like a little sweetie. You know, you can get those Mentos that are fruit flavoured. It's like, reminds me of one of those. So yeah, that is the only finished object I've got at the moment. There may be more coming in my next podcast. In fact, there will be. So look out for that. I'm so happy. It's so exciting. You know, I am an incredibly small YouTuber. I don't mean in stature. I'm not. I'm a plus size woman. But you know, I think I had 1,200 subscribers at the start of the week, and I think I'm on 1,350 now. For a little channel like me, that is so exciting. And for me, it's not about numbers. It's about building a community. I'll never earn any money on this platform. That's not what I do it for. It is to build a community and be inspired by other people as well, actually, and engage with other people. But to see, you know, and again, if I get 100 views on a video, I'm thinking, yes, that's a good video. But I think my floss tube video has had 2,000 views now at the time of recording. And again, that is so exciting. I cannot tell you, I am blown away. So thank you, YouTube algorithm. And thank you if you subscribed and watch that video. And if you haven't watched that video, there is a little giveaway on it. You need to go and check the description box for the details on that particular video. I'll link it in the description box of this video. Anyway, that's enough of me going on about stuff that you're not interested in. But this is a little Macaron sweater, and it's in size 12 to 18 months, and it's cotton. It's a Pima cotton, and I can't remember the brand, but I'll link the pattern in the description box, and I've used the called for. And it said that I needed 2 balls of the green, but I only really needed 1. And mind you, I didn't check gauge. I never check gauge. To me, that looks like it'll fit a 12 to 18 month old. And apparently he's quite a small boy anyway. But I think with what's left over, I'm going to knit a hat for him or something. And there's a little bit of this kind of, I don't know what colour you'd call that kind of salmon. There's a little bit of that left. I thought I could do some socks in stocking stitch with, yeah, maybe stripes. Yeah, we'll see how much is left. Anyway, onto this. I want to cast this on before Saturday, because Saturday I go and see my parents. Oh God, I've just looked. It looks like it's drizzling again. It was beautiful this morning. I went out, I've walked nearly 4 miles today, and I wore a really lovely dress, and I was in the sun, and all was well with the world, and now it's mizzling. Can't believe it. Anyway, I have created for myself a bundle in my favourites, and I've called it Wonderland Walk. And there's all kinds of things in here. And again, I'm just looking for a bit of advice from you guys. I don't know what it is that's stopping me kind of biting the bullet and just getting on with it. You know, I don't want to make a mistake and regret what I've knitted with it. And I'm thinking, you know, the colours are kind of autumn winter vibes. And I'm quite excited. Can you tell I'm quite excited? I'm on a little bit of a weight loss journey, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, pop over to my other channel, Paper and Twine. I've got a strand there called Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter, and I weigh myself once every 4 weeks. And I'm not on a diet, but I'm trying to lose weight, and I am very, 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 very slowly losing weight. And I'm very excited because I'm almost at a stage where I can get into some of my favourite clothes that I haven't been able to wear for years. And I've got a really lovely, quite long dark blue skirt that this will look really nice in. Did they say blue and green should never be seen? Or is it red and green should never be seen? Or is it different colours altogether? I think it is blue and green should never be seen, but I like blue and green together. If you think of nature, there's lots of blue and green. Peacocks are blue and green, aren't they? Anyway, this I think will look lovely. Now, let me know what you think, and I hope this works. So bear with if it doesn't. I don't know how to insert photos here. Some people do that, don't they? They're very clever. I don't know how to do that. So there's a variety of things. When I thought I'd only got one skein, it was like, oh, what can I do? Oh, I've just seen that. Looks quite nice. So there is the Melaine cardigan. Let's have a look and see. Views. Does it say views? Bear with. There is the Melaine cardigan. So I think I've got enough yardage to do that. And that would look nice over dresses. It would look nice with a skirt and a short sleeve top. See, I'm thinking for work. And I like that that's cropped. And I think I've got enough yardage for that. Let me just check. Yes, I've got enough yardage for that. Even doing the biggest size, I've got enough yardage. And I quite like that it's got this kind of simple lace detail down the button band, or placket, I've learnt is a word. Is that right? Placket? So that's a possibility. When I thought I'd only got one skein, I looked at this, but I'm too old to wear this. But it is very beautiful. You can do it with the tie shoulder or without the tie shoulder, and that is the Tip Top Tank Fine by Emily Baldwin. Sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Then the next one was when I thought I'd only got one skein, and I was going to look at a different colour. This is by Sarah L. Kelly, and it's the Bunny Wishes Socks. And I thought if I did where it's blue in the green and choose a neutral colour for the bunnies and things, that could have been a possibility. But I've got 3 skeins now, and I've just decided that this is too nice to hide on my feet. And then it was like, oh, perhaps I'll do a shawl. So this came up. This is a Stephen West pattern, and there's 2 sizes. This is for a 3 skein shawl, but there is a 1 skein version, which is obviously much smaller, this orange one here. But then I thought, no, I don't want a shawl. and I'm not particularly a fan of that shape on the smaller one. Now this I do really like. There's some very nice details on this. This is Viridis by Melaine, and I'll show you this picture. And I have got enough for this, but I think the yarn that I've got might just be too variegated to show up the detail. It's got a half fisherman's rib detail on half of the bottom, which I really like. So I think that's one to definitely do, but maybe not with this yarn. I've got some Bien Aimé, that Flora Morganite. I might come in for that. So that's a possibility. And then I found this Why Not, but I think if I'm going to do a short sleeve top, I want something that's a bit boxier. So that is the that is the Why Not, K-N-O-T, by Rachel Ilsley. And I've got enough to do the very, very, very largest size of that, 5XL, but I don't know, there was just something about it that wasn't quite right for me at this particular time. This might work because it looks like it's got a nice drape, although I think this is in linen, and linen drapes differently to merino, doesn't it? But I don't know whether people look like they've done it in merino. It does look nice, but the sleeves are a little bit short to wear with a winter dress, maybe, because I'm thinking wearing it over a winter dress. It would work well with skirts and trousers. Let's see if I can find a paler colour, because you want to be able to see the lace top on it. That shows up well on it, actually. So it's got a really nice lace pattern at the top and at the bottom. So that is the Ginger top. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, by Yoko Johnston. So that sounds like she's a Japanese designer. I do like the Japanese designers. They have really good attention to detail and styling, details. Attention to detail and styling details. Yes, that's very good, isn't it? My family laugh when they see me drinking out of this. So that's a possibility, maybe. And then one of you lovely subscribers, I'm sorry, I've forgotten who, suggested this ochre cardigan, or ochre, not okra, ochre, because it's in a yellow colour. I do like mustard yellow, actually. And this is by Amber O'Brien. And it does look quite cute, and it fits the bill on all kinds of things. I don't think it's got buttons on it. It's a lightweight cardigan with chevron lace detailing, and it says for a cosier version, use wool to knit up your ochre cardigan for a cosier version. That could fit the bill, and it's got nice detailing at the raglan there, but can you see the little bit of lace? Yeah, I do quite like that, and I like that it's plain at the top, because I think if you're going to layer it with a dress or a skirt, and maybe that dress is patterned, you don't want the lace at the top, but it could work better at the bottom. I do like that very much. So that is a very strong possibility. And then we've got the Salty Air Tea, which is by Samantha Guerin. I hope I've pronounced that right. But I think, again, it's got the lace at the top, and I might prefer the lace at the bottom for the winter. I don't know. I can't make a decision. I am incapable of making a decision, which is why I'm making this video. This is quite nice, actually, the Pampas Tea. And I've got enough to do a decent size in this, But again, it's got lace at the top. But it's actually more textured than wholly, if that makes sense. So that's a possibility. The Pampas Tee. Did I say who that was by? Samantha Goering, yes. I haven't got enough to do Poet. I haven't got enough to do Regan. I do love this. I've had this in my favourites or in my Ravelry library for a long time. By Isabel Kramer. I haven't got enough to do this, but I do love it. And you can wear it upside down and it gives it a different shape. Love that very much. Now, Violet is another one that is a possibility. It's got a very nice little detailing around the bottom. And it's just got a little bit of positive ease. That's by Jessica McDonald. That is a strong possibility. This one is also a strong possibility. You could do this with 3/4 length sleeves or short sleeves. And I think it would look nice with the 3/4 length sleeves. This is the Seal Gra by Albiona McLaughlin. Oh, it's not, oh, it is available. You want to see a picture of it, don't you? It's got very nice detailing around the back, and on the bottom of the sleeves is a little tiny bit of lace. Tiny little bit of lace at the bottom of the sleeve. So that is quite, again, I've had that in my favourites for quite some time. We're nearly at the end, folks. We're nearly at the end. This one I found on Pinterest actually and added it to this bundle, is the Mysterium Tee by Hannah Mann. And can you just see the little bit of lace detail down the bottom there? Let's see if it's in a different colour. It's got kind of like a dipped back neck, which is quite nice. But again, if you're wearing it with a dress that's maybe got quite a high neck at the back, that might not work. It's a nice pattern though, I do like it. And then we've got Ochre Cardigan. But yeah, it's a really nice swallowtail, but I don't think I've got enough for my size. And it's in French. There is English as well. But it's quite a nice, what they call swallow pattern on the front. Little cardigan. So I think that is a possibility, but not for this yarn. This I've also found on Pinterest and added it to my Ravelry bundle. This is actually in linen, so I don't think it's going to drape as nicely. And looking at the project notes, people are saying it comes up bigger than the pattern would suggest, and there seem to be a few little problems, and there was a mistake in the lace pattern. But Prairie Grove by Samantha Stadler, I think that might be one to do in linen for the summer rather than in this. Oh, have we narrowed it down? I also saw this on Pinterest, but hadn't realised that I'd saved it to my library. Second Chance Sweater by Valentina Bogdanova. And I love it. It's very long. I haven't got enough to do the length, but I'm thinking if I crop it. And it's got a very subtle lace pattern with some beads. And I have got some iridescent beads that would look nice with this, like the oil. You know, the kind of, when you see oil shimmering on under a car or something and it's got all of those colours in it, I've got beads that would go nicely with that. There's a picture of the back so you can see how long it is. And I'm just a few meters short, about 100 meters short, I think, of what I need to do the pattern as it's written. But I don't like that length for wearing with a skirt or a dress, so I would crop it to just skim the hip, above the hip bone. So I reckon that might be a possibility, you know. And also the pattern is like lower down the neck rather than right at the top of the neck, so that might work really well with a dress. And I just like the idea of perhaps having a few beads, although I'd have to learn how to apply them with a crochet hook. I've only ever thread beads onto the yarn and knitted them in with things, so that would be a skill I'd have to learn. But that is a possibility, and I'm quite excited by that. Then this is the last one. You'll be really glad to know, because I've been here ages, haven't I? This is Alice by Hiroko Fukatsu. I'm sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly. And it's published in a publication called Please Don't Eat the Daisies, but it is available separately. It's only $4 actually, and it has got errata. It was published in 2018, and I really like this because the pictures show it layered up and worn on its own. Now, where I work in the winter is incredibly hot, so I wouldn't need to wear it layered up. But there's the back view of it. It's longer at the back than at the front, which is quite common with Japanese designers, and it's got that gathered detail, which I think is absolutely adorable. Let me just see if I can find another picture of the front. So I don't think there's any lace or anything on it, but you could do like a little eyelet pattern around the yoke. In fact, I might do that just to break it up a little bit, and that's the front. So that is also a really strong possibility. I'm so excited. I really want to join in, but I've got to cast on. It's August the 8th. So what's that? 31 days in August. I've only got 23 days left to join in. I know I haven't got to finish the thing, but that's a really nice one. Look, and you can see the gathered details at the back. I love it. Anyway, please do comment. By the time I read your comments, I might have cast on. I'm going to have a really good stern talking to myself to find out what I'm going to cast on. But I still don't know what to cast on. Please help. Please help. I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you did. And I'll be back very soon with either a floss tube or a proper podcast. I've got lots of whips on the go, and I've got one that is dangerously close to being finished. I've got one that is finished, but a friend's sorting it out for me because I don't like how I've done the buttons, and she's a very good seamstress and I'm not. And I've got some half-made toys, yes. So do give a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Bye now.